What's up, everybody? This is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are watching Ranger Wrap Up. Ooze! What's up, everybody? This is Jason David.
Welcome to the Ranger Wrap-Up. What is up, everybody? We are back. We had a little break since they had the, Kids' Choice Awards at Nickelodeon, so we didn't have a new episode of Dino Fury, but we are back. We're back. It's Saturday. Saturday. And the famous words of Jay-Z, you could be anywhere else in the world today, but you are here with us, and we truly... Daniel? Thank you there. Yeah. As always, I am your host, Jezzer Zeus, and I'm joined by my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel. Take it away, buddy. Yes. Nice. Now, we got a few people in here already. We know that it's going to start trickling down once they get the little YouTube notification. Just so you remember, always subscribe and hit that hit that bell so you get a notification every single time that we go live, because we really want you guys to enjoy the content. We have a ton, like, Daniel, I don't know if you know this, or you've probably seen it with the notifications. We have a ton of new shows going on at the channel, and it's freaking amazing. The group of people that we put together under this Illuminerdi banner. We have like a Sentai show, right? We have a Sentai show with Heirloom and Bryn. We have a Sentai retro show with Bryson and his gang. And then we have the Retro Ranger wrap up with Josh and Elle and Corey over there. And then we got It's All Connected. We got we had the WandaVision watch along show. Now we got the Falcon and Winter Soldier watch along. So much content for you guys. I can't hear. They said they can't hear Daniel. Hold on, give me a second.
Sure you still can't hear me? Let me see.
Oh, here we go. Daniel, go
I'm
ahead.
Go ahead and just kind of ramble off. Yeah.
Since you didn't hear Daniel's thing before, Daniel, go ahead, because we're not gonna let them miss that.
Okay, cool. Holla at your boy. It's me, Daniel, aka Battlestar Galactica, aka your friendly neighborhood BSG.
Yeah.
And today we are going to talk about Power Rangers. We're trying to talk about everything that's happening that you guys want to talk about. So that means, yes, Boom Comics, yes, the show, and anything else that you guys might bring up in the chat.
Yeah.
So grab your water, grab your beer, grab whatever you need to. Sit back, relax, and enjoy with us.
Also, we got that super chat button, so if there's something you want to, you're very enthusiastic about and you want to talk about, and you want us to talk about, or maybe go over, just hit that super chat button. It really helps the show. It helps everybody here at the channel. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. It's been a pretty slow Power Ranger news week, and that's only because we're not putting out any Power Ranger news right now. But I mean, we did get a new episode, which is amazing, which was a fun and amazing episode. We'll get to that, but before we get into that, let's talk about comics, because comics is a huge thing right now in all aspects. DC, Marvel, we got Dark Horse, we got Valiant Comics, and Boom Studios hitting us with some new comics. This it's comic announcement. I think we knew about the other one before, the Astronema and Dark Clipter story, where we kind of see the rise to Astronema. But one of the coolest, let me get a picture of it right now. One of the coolest ones, and I know Joe will fucking love this, is that freaking Phantom Ranger is getting his own comic. Daniel, what do you think about that?
Yes. Well, I'm loving it. I mean, I read up on the synopsis. It's a big thing for me right now. So Power Rangers Unlimited, Edge of Darkness #1. It's a one-shot that we get for the Phantom Ranger. So pretty much it goes, answering Zordon's call, the Phantom Ranger investigates the aftermath of an Imperial attack. That's something we got to pay attention to, especially because the Imperials are really big in both of the comics right now, but definitely more in Power Ranger one. Only to discover their connection to an ancient evil he encountered long ago, which may have finally returned to threaten the entire universe. And the whole great thing about this is that it says that this story about the Phantom Ranger is, well, it's his first full story, and it will ripple through the Power Rangers franchise. So this is something that's big. Now, looking at the cover on it, I'm already like really excited for it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you bring the cover up, you'll see right now that like right now there he is dealing with the Tangle Warriors, and that's already cool on its own. But him dealing with the Tangle Warriors, and you see a little blood or goop on his fist, and he's holding a little white-haired child.
Yeah.
Now, I'm speculating that white-haired child is, I mean, that's really what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Rita, the Tangle Warriors. That kind of hints to, for me, that kind of hints to Ivan Ooze. So I think Ivan Ooze is going to show up. And I think it's going to be Ivan Ooze coming to collect. Yeah, think about it. Coming to collect, what's his name? The three-headed father. What's his name?
Fuck.
Rita's dad.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Someone tell me.
Yeah, you Power Ranger fans know
someone tell me in
more
the chat.
than we do. But dude,
Yeah.
like,
But I think
would this be the first
I
time
think
that
he's,
would this be the first time that they'd introduce like a movie character or like a 1995 movie character into the franchise?
I think so. I mean, look, we got the Tangle Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. It just looks like that makes sense. I think that's exactly what it is. So I agree. Robert says it right there. I hope to see Ivan Ooze. It would be ridiculously dope to see Ivan Ooze, and to see exactly what Ryan is able to do with Ivan Ooze. He's going to add so much on and just build the myth.
I don't know if it's
huge.
Ryan. I think
So
it's
that's my way.
I think it's a different writer on this one.
Oh no, it is different. It's a different writer on. That's right.
Yeah, I think because I
this
think
is
Ryan's
Unlimited. It's like a
still
one-shot.
Ryan's still preoccupied with Mighty
The other
Morphin
two.
and Power Rangers. Yeah, but this brings up the question, and this is a question for you, Daniel, and you, the audience. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Since there's a lot of one-off comics that Boom Studios is doing with a lot of these characters.
Master Vile. Thank you, JD. JD just chimed in. It's Master
did?
Vile.
Nice.
Appreciate
Master
it.
Vile.
You are a god. You are
Now,
a god.
Daniel, in your for you, who is one character within the whole scope of the Power Ranger universe that you would want a one-off comic with, like through Boom Studios? I mean, like whose story do you want expanded? It could be a villain, could be a good guy, could be another Ranger.
That's hard to answer because they've already done it. Like I was thinking, oh, I want to expand on Ninjor. Oh, here it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to expand on the Phantom Ranger. Oh, here it is. I'm like, dude, okay, fine. I want to expand, but before this, it was like I want to expand on Zordon. They were like, here's a whole storyline. I'm just like, dude, anything I think of, they're like, oh, fine, we've got it for you. We've got it for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they must be really paying attention to everything we talk about. So I'm just like, oh, Tony Robinson says something very good right now. He says, I want a Conda story.
Ooh, Tony Robinson, we might be getting that in the Astronema and Ecliptor story. We don't know yet. We don't know how that's going to play out.
Exactly.
Dark Conda is a huge character within Astronema's story. We know from the Power Rangers in Space series that he is the one that abducted her. He's the one that took her. So, he's definitely going to play a huge story in her origins and how she became the Empress of Evil or whatever her moniker is. For me, I think that just so that you're able to like explore into more of the common rider side of things, I'd love to see like was it Dex and his planet, and seeing how like Masked Rider, got started and all that whole thing. That'd be really cool to see. Morphin Network, what is up? What's going on? If you guys aren't subscribed to Morphin Network, they got a ton of fun interviews over there with some Power Ranger actors and Power Ranger voice actors. Also, some Power Ranger influencers. So check out Morphin Network over there on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, Dex and Mask Rider would be dope. Maybe a what's Furbus? Furbus storyline would be cool. But for you guys
Purvis.
in the chat, what one-off comic book from Power Rangers would you like to see them expand on as far as characters? I mean, there's a ton.
Well,
There's a ton.
Already, Robert Amaya says, I think James Navarro should get a one-off story to further explain his disappearance.
Yeah.
That's smart. It wasn't just for like, oh, backstory. No, I want to know what happened. Why did he disappear? Well, not why, but where did he go? What happened that whole time? That's smart. Yeah. I like that.
The truth is, he really didn't want to be a dad, and then he just left and tried to change his name and stuff. And I'm just fucking around with you. That's a little dark.
No, that'd be horrible. He was like, all right, I'm just
going out for
disappear. I'm not paying child support. I'm out.
And then you got Tyler.
Son, I'll be right back. I'm going out for cigarettes.
You got Tyler all sad and shit. He's like, my dad never came back. But nah, he that's dark.
He said he was going to the liquor store for cigarettes, and he never.
Well, while James Navarro would be an okay story, I don't know if they'd allocate all this resources to tell his story. Maybe have a actual like Tyler and James Navarro story. That'd be cool. But I don't know. Morphin Network says RPM World Origins of Alphabet Soup or Dr. K's Origins. Alphabet Soup. I haven't seen RPM in a long time. What's Alphabet Soup? Morphin Network.
Alphabet Soup was a thing that Dr. K had set up.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. What is it like an organization or is it a software? I forgot. Dr. K, am I right? Let me know, Morphin Network. Let me know right now.
JD says Piggy from SPD. Piggy from SPD and Mystic Force to SPD. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool story. Maybe a little comic thing. What were you saying? Daniel?
He says maybe the drop rivalry between a rivalry story with Count Draken and Lord. They did kind of drop that rivalry. Like it was like, oh yeah, hey, there's a rivalry, but we'll just move on.
Yeah, maybe we should have another Tommy series. You know, we need another Tommy series right about now.
There it is. Think that raised Dr. K.
Ooh.
That's what Alphabet Soup is.
Nice, Dr. K. Dr. K would be a cool story.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Morphin Network even expanded on it and said that Alphabet Soup was a criminal organization that kidnapped Dr. K when she was a child and helped create the Avengix Evox.
Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah, I need to rewatch RPM for sure. What am I watching right now? I'm actually watching Ryu Soldier. Oh, Bryn Darby in the house, dude. You are killing it with the Zen Kaiger watch-along series. If you guys don't know, we have a Super Sentai show. And Bryn and Erlim are just killing it over there, talking about, Zenkaiger and the new series that they got going on. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I want to get through Ryu Soldier and maybe get through more Super Sentai series. But if you guys are into the new series Zenkaiger, go hit up Bryn and Erlim over at the Super Sentai show. It's amazing. So good job to those guys for that. Anybody else on comics that you want to see? Love to hear you guys' ideas, and maybe, who knows, maybe, I know that Ryan Parrott does watch the show occasionally. Maybe he'll take some of your guys' suggestions and do a little spin-off for you guys. But dude, we'll definitely talk about comics.
It could happen.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about more what's going on in the comics once. Like, honestly, I need to catch up. What?
Master Shake 61 asked the question. I'm glad somebody had to say it.
Oh wait. Okay, I don't know what this means.
On your
what is this?
Any comment on our beef with the wrestling show? So the wrestling show has been kind of talking a little smack about the Power Ranger show. They are at one time upset because it looked like the Power Ranger show we may be taking their producer Shay for a moment. So they were like, oh, you know what? I don't care if there's a #1 show on here. They're nothing compared to us. And they're going to see when WrestleMania happens and et cetera, will be the big talk of the channel. And I was like, okay, all right.
You know what?
All right. So you guys want to start this?
Okay, if this is where we're gonna go, I embrace that. I embrace it. Once WrestleMania comes around, I want that. I want that to happen. I want that shit to happen. I love the wrestling show. I think that they do a great job over there. Wait, time out. Why are you saying that Shay's leaving them? What does that mean?
Oh no, Shay was probably going to be leaving them as producing and produce the retro Ranger wrap up, but that didn't have to happen, and that was cool. But since then, they still been talking mess. So it's like all I have to say as far as a comment to it is, hey, you know what? Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. We are the number one show for a reason. And if you guys want to talk mess, talk mess. Bring it. You're my favorite show, so I am down to go to toe with you. Dude, that is it. That is it. You guys are my favorite show, so I am down. I got
a WWE on my Fire Stick right now, the network. There are some great, amazing classic matches over there. It's like, dude, it's so like wrestling for me was so big when I was a kid. So if you guys don't know, we do have a wrestling show on Sundays, and they're killing it over there. So check them out. Like, especially if you grew up on wrestling.
Illuminerdi World Order.
Yep, Illuminerdi World
Trust me,
Order.
They know their shit when it comes to can I say that? But they know their stuff when it comes to wrestling. Trust me, like they're in on everything as far as the territories and things like that. They have it broken down. I am now watching wrestling like crazy because of them. My AEW, WWE, everything, every brand on WWE, all three. I'm watching AEW. Dark. Oh my God! Did you know Vert Vixen is on AEW?
Are you serious?
Yes, she's on AEW Dark right now. So she's developmental, and soon she'll be moved up. So it's not bad. She's a jobber right now, but still, she definitely is a worker. So it's like we're gonna see her move up. Oh my God! Like, listen, I'm talking now,
dude.
Like, you know, Power Ranger stuff. I mean, Power Ranger.
I know. We'll get back to Power Ranger stuff. We got back to Power Ranger stuff. But I'm like, for me, like, especially like seeing kind of, I don't know if you guys seen that NBC show, the Young Rock, where they have like cameos. It's not the actual like OG wrestlers, but they have cameos of all these old wrestlers, and seeing their kind of like exaggerated story. It's really cool. It's really cool, and like I kind of wanna have more of that. Maybe documentaries of like old WWE stuff. Now back to Power Rangers. Now that we're done with comic books, if you guys like, you know, the chat's gonna be going on for a while. So if you guys do have a comic that comes to your mind that you want to see, let it, you know, put in the chat. Let's hear some of your suggestions for sure. But
I gotta say,
what's that?
I am loving the idea of Power Rangers Unlimited.
Yes.
Because with this whole anthology kind of series, this is the kind of conversation that they should be having, where it's like, well, what else do you want to see? What other fill-ins to characters in the Power Ranger universe do you guys want us to really answer the questions of? Because that's what they're doing, and that's what makes it dope. It's like, we are working time to fill in the mythos, and it's a better answer to the one-shot graphic novels that they are doing. I think it is because the Unlimited comes out like once every couple months. I mean, we're gonna get the Family Ranger one, and then I think a month or two after that we get the Astromina. So it's just like, that's really cool.
Yep.
That's what makes it really great.
You know what we should do? We should have
Bryce.
Joe read it in his Phantom Ranger helmet.
I love it.
What did Bryce say?
Bryce says, I think also need the Pumpkin Rapper spin-off where he has to balance his responsibilities of being a husband and father while also fighting the Power Rangers and making that pumpkin rap mix.
You know what we need? Dude, we need, like, when Power MorphCon does happen, we need someone to make a Pumpkin Rapper cosplay, and he needs to have a freaking concert at Power MorphCon. That'd be fucking crazy. Dude. Or, like, he lead, like, a rap battle. Or, you know, like, fuck, man. Dude.
I like that.
Dude. That, and, like, it probably isn't that hard to make a Pumpkin Rapper cosplay with some fake pumpkins and shit. Dude, that'd be so fucking dope. So that anybody in the Power Ranger community that has, some bars can get up on stage. They do a little rap battle hosted by Pumpkin Rapper. Fuck, man.
Oh,
dude.
This.
What the fuck?
Oh, also there's we have a rapper on the wrestling show. Funny enough, maybe he could actually be part of it. Okay. We'll work out some stuff and we'll kind of get this set.
We'll figure this out.
And everyone else watching, go ahead and spread the word.
Yeah.
Spread the word that that's an idea.
And if it does happen, you heard it here first. If it does happen, you heard it here first. Be fucking dope. But let's get into this episode. First off, in this episode, dude, this episode is called New Recruits. It's amazing, and it's because we get the 2 new Rangers that we've been waiting for a while. We've been waiting for these characters since the very first episode, but we get introduced to Tessa Rao, who's Izzy, who plays our female Green Ranger, and I think that's amazing. Honestly, I don't know about you, Daniel, but she fucking stole the show. She stole the fucking show. She did. She was amazing. She was great. Like, honestly, I don't even know how to describe how great she was.
Weird enough for me, the moment where they morphed and boom, here it is. They found the keys. They morphed and she rips off the skirt and says, "Not my style." I stood up and I was like, "Yes, you go, girl. You go. That's a work. You go. I was so happy. Because it was like, let's break the norm. Let me break the norm and do what I want to do. And it was like, here I am, my own character. I am Izzy. And it was just like yes, I'm in for it.
Yeah, I think that's the talk.
She did steal the show.
That is the talk of Twitter. I am seeing a lot of, I want to say, toxic fans that are hating on that scene. I was like, why the frick are you hating on that scene? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me.
What do you mean? We need an answer for the gender swap. It makes a lot of sense.
No, I'm saying people like, why didn't you?
I think it makes no sense. You are the same.
Say what?
That's what I'm saying. No, but that's my answer to them.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Answer to them. How do you mean it makes no sense? It makes complete sense.
It's crazy. And then we also get, what's that?
Exactly. Robert Amaya even says it. It's foreshadowing. Robert Amaya says it where he says the Sentai footage. Because we're going to need to be able to have her with no skirt. Yeah. How do we do that? And that's the answer to it.
Yeah. But I mean, even back in the day when we had like the Yellow Ranger, no one really questioned why. I mean, they did later on, but they never questioned why she didn't have a skirt back then. But we also get introduced to our new Black Ranger, Javi, played by Chance Perez. And, dude, this dude is a beautiful man. He is a beautiful man. Like, he is straight. I mean, he was part of a boy band, but he's great. He's a great character, and I'm excited to have him and his stepsister on the show. The show is one of the things that I really loved about this show is, if you don't, maybe you do or you don't notice, I want to say, at least with this episode, close to 90, maybe 95% of the show of this episode is all original footage. So props to Hasbro, props to Simon Bennett and them over there for really taking the initiative to do a full American footage, or shot in New Zealand, but American footage thing. And that could be the precursor for what they want to do going forward after Dino Fury, whatever form of Power Ranger that is, having full control over it. I mean, we talked about before, some of the hardest things about taking over a franchise or managing a franchise is having full creative control of something. We saw just recently with the release of the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, and the difference between Zack Snyder's movie and Joss Whedon's movie, how messed up a movie could get when you don't have full control over a movie. Like, pretty much the Justice League movie that we got in 2017 was Joss Whedon just like, he was just re-editing a movie and he just put it together, and it, in the grand scheme of things, it made no sense. So that goes back to how with Power Rangers and the old formula that they have with Super Sentai. It's hard to create a solid story when you're handcuffed to Sentai footage. So, which is why.
Yeah,
go ahead.
When you're handcuffed to to an old, when you're handcuffed to an old, almost arcane kind of formula.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, this is how it has to work. Do it that way. I don't care what else, anything else goes. Story, yeah, don't worry about that. Just do this.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, all right. And then you still want to be creative. You want to be remembered because you have to work after this is done.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So you don't want to have a portfolio of just crappy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still trying to devise and put a story together.
Yeah.
So now handcuffs are off.
Yeah.
No formula. Kind of do what you need to do to make a story happen, and we will make sure that everything else goes along. Here, like you said, just comparing it to Snyder. Here you go, Snyder, do it.
Yeah, definitely.
And now it's like, great, here I go.
So Daniel, for you, what was one of the highlights of this episode that you truly enjoyed?
For me, the fighting sequence. The choreography was on point. They didn't mess up on it. Also, the music of this episode, it is overlooked on this show. Yeah, the music for every episode has been good. These slamming kind of techno tracks that they're playing, because, it's a kids' show. Usually on a kids' show, you need music in the background, because if it's just silent, people are like, I don't like this, I can't stand it. So they give you music, and they're choosing to give you the original tracks that they're making that are really good. But also, once again, back to just the choreography, the fighting for the scene where here they are, just these two. They did such great combo work. Like she tosses her sword to him, and then he goes and he's dual wielding swords while she picks up that spear and starts chucking it, spinning it around, and doing all this stuff. It was great. And they work together so well, and it's just like, man, like I understand why people first were like, oh, they're twins. No, they're not twins. They're actually stepbrother and sister, and yet they're still one mind. They're so connected, and that's good. That's something that's definitely needed on Power Rangers. And the choreography team actually figured out, we're gonna make sure that we show that and display that. That was great.
Dude, the choreography was great.
It was a really good fight scene. I haven't seen. Yeah.
It was really good. And it's all original footage, which is amazing. Let's see what some people are saying in the chat. Dino Fury only have 3 episodes on the show on TV. Beast Morphers was not break. Why Dino Fury had long break? Beast Morphers was not long breaks. Why? I don't know if I'm reading this wrong, but I can't really comprehend.
What he's pretty much saying is Beast Morphers didn't have that long of a break. Why is Dino Fury having that long of a break right out the gate? And truth of the matter is, one thing we know about Power Rangers on Nickelodeon is that there's going to be a break. And I definitely knew and confirmed that with Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
So Beast Morphers did have a long break. It just didn't happen this early. It's unfortunate that they're having it this early, but it's all about scheduling. Last week we had the break because they were doing the Nickelodeon award show.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to take any power or any big buzz away from that, from the Power Ranger show, which I appreciate. They didn't want to take buzz from the Power Ranger show, and boom, everybody's talking about the award show and nothing about Power Rangers. So I appreciate that. That was good.
What does it mean? What does it mean by break? Break between the.
Well, we between episodes, we want every episode 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5. They want everything to just keep going. Why is it that?
It's only 1 week,
they had
guys. It's only 1 week. Relax. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it's only 1 week. No, but you think about that. The week before that, they didn't have an episode either, right? Didn't we have 2 weeks of no episodes?
No, I thought we just had 1 week of no episodes because the last episode we got was in March 6th, and then March.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it's 1 week. We just missed 1 week. Relax.
About it. Don't worry about it.
Dude.
It's television. There's going to be breaks. It's just the way it is. Let it happen.
I think people are getting spoiled with Netflix. People are getting spoiled with Netflix and being able to binge a whole series,
They're being spoiled with Netflix. They're also being spoiled with Disney Plus. Disney Plus shows the show 1 week, next week. It's consecutive, episodic, and they don't have a break. So people are like, hey, I want that with everything. And it's like,
yeah.
Sorry, man. When it comes to national TV that's just not streamed, scheduling,
Yep.
scheduling. So it's just something you're gonna have to deal with, man. Sorry.
Yep. Brent Darby says, I was hoping that the skirt would dematerialize when tore off. Surely a suit piece would contain microtech. Yeah. I mean, that would have been cool.
Nice.
It would have been cool, but
Oh, that's actually.
seeing it
I
physically
like
kind of
that.
float to the ground was also cool too. Like that was like a very
Yeah,
iconic
it was
scene
cool.
for the show.
Yes, when she chucks it and it floats off, it's cinematic, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that way. But I get what you're thinking of as far as microtech and answering, still giving answers for everything. Because I know in the comics they're giving answers for stuff right now, like the flute, and they're saying how it. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into it. But they give an answer to the dragon dagger and how it's able to play when it's not meeting his lips but meeting the faceplate.
Yes.
It's very smart. So, I mean, yeah, but it's in the comic, it's the show.
Yeah. Tony Robinson says
So-
Tessa Rao
So
is
just
cute.
kind of deal.
Yeah, she's a very
Dude,
attractive
I
girl.
do not disagree. I do not disagree. She is very attractive, and they're playing these two very good. Like the quippy one-liners that they're giving for the show, like while things are happening, it's just good. It's good. Dialogue is on point.
Definitely.
It's on point. It's like they had the child Quentin Tarantino go ahead and write this stuff because it's that good. Like the dialogue is on point.
I listen,
So,
like
I'm loving
after 4 episodes, there's not a lot of bad things to say about this show. There's one thing I'm not really a huge fan of, and it's the little Borg cyborg thing. I'm not really a huge fan of it. I don't really understand the why that's a thing, but it is what it is. It's Power
But the
Rangers.
dinosaur?
Huh?
The dinosaur?
No. The assistant of the Buzz Blast lady.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they need their broken skull. I gotta say, the thing that I do like is their use of different types of comedy. I mean, yeah, they do slapstick, which is what we're used to, but they try to do other things as well. Like
Yeah.
the whole reading the teleprompter. We've dealt with reading teleprompters, and yeah, you get to a point where you're just like, I read whatever is on there, and that's what I will do. I will have my Ron Burgundy moment. And though here she is having her Ron Burgundy moment, and it was funny because I can relate to it, but it's also funny because people that are older get that joke, and it was just like, okay, you guys aren't really trying to hold back. You're like, let's expand. It's not always a fart joke. It's not always a fall. It's not always someone getting hurt. It's a lot of other things, and that's what I like about it. And it's like, good job
there's
for
even
actually
some
choosing.
fun, cringy stuff, like when Russell's character was like, cool, Coolio. I was like, oh god, dude, what are they doing? But I definitely feel like
It was like, don't do so.
I feel like there's definitely something gonna happen between Ollie and Amelia, because they just, the whole like this love-hate thing, it seems like there's some attraction there in some form.
The love hate classic because it's a will they won't they.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna see it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this episode was great. It was pretty good. I'm interested to see what they do going forward. I think the integration of all these other side characters and how they connect to the main characters is pretty cool, and how the warden is actually their dad. I thought that was pretty cool. Like he's not just a throwaway character. He's actually placed some importance into the whole plot of the series, which is amazing.
That's true. A lot of people were saying it's like, oh, a lot of coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the warden happens to be the father of these two. The orb they were looking for happened to have the things in them and blah blah blah. But it's like, yeah, I mean, how else are we going to answer this stuff?
Yeah.
We need ways to get to it. And it's a kid show, so yeah, let the coincidence happen. They're happy coincidences.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So-
it's a kid's show. The reason why they place focus on certain things is because it pushes the plot forward. And, I mean, I don't know what else you guys want. Like, it's only a 22 22 or so long minute episode, there's only so much you can do. What, you're gonna have them searching all through for these keys? It's not a Zack Snyder film, you know.
I'll say it like I'll say it like this: it was a genius MacGuffin to have that thing, and they were like, "Oh, it radiates this particular power, and I need it for my robot or whatever like that." It was genius to have that because think about it. In Marvel, our MacGuffin for the Tessa Rao, you know, it was like, "Oh, the Tessa Rao, it's so amazing," and then later when Thanos gets it, he breaks it, and there's a stone. It was like, okay, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
So let it be a genius MacGuffin that's placed there for you.
Just leave it.
And
Just leave
I was
it.
like, bravo. Great use of a plot device. Great use of a MacGuffin. I mean, I think actually it's pretty advanced writing.
Definitely.
Pretty advanced writing for this type of show. So I love it. What did you think about the monster?
It was a kaiju. He was definitely a kaiju. He's definitely something you'd see out of like the old school Ultraman, the Japanese Ultraman series. He seems like he's straight out of that, which is fine. You know, it's cool. I mean, we get introduced to what is it, Boom Hammer or Boom something, which is he's like one of the generals. So he's Void Knight's building.
Did
his
you
army.
remember?
Huh?
Did you remember the monster of the week's name? Because no one on the show.
Dragonok?
They kept
saying
it wrong.
Yeah, Dragonok or something. Dragnarok or something. Something like that. Kind of reminds me of Ragnarok.
So Dragon, Ragnarok put together. Yeah, exactly. Dragon, Ragnarok put together. That's what you got. I love that bit, how no one remembers his name.
What's up, A+ more phenomenal?
A+ more phenomenal.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Glad that you stopped by.
Boom
it's
Tower,
always great to see that you're there. And boom, that's it.
Boom Tower.
Boom Tower was the name.
I feel like that'd be a cool MC villain or something. Like, all right, it's Boom Tower. Has a little gold R. But what would you give the episode? Out of 5, what would you give the episode out of 5?
Honestly, this episode gets a 5 out of 5 for me. 5 Ranger keys out of 5 because it was good. Like I said, it had comedy that kept me there, and actually, like, oh, I'm not sick and tired of this.
Yeah.
It had a character development. It had character introduction. It had a MacGuffin. I mean, man, I was in for this. I love it. I love it all.
I'll give it.
So I was like, yeah, 5 out of 5 for me, man.
I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Also, you guys put your ratings in the live chat. But before we go, let's talk about some of the next episode. So the next episode is going to be called Winning Attitude, and it's the premises or the plot is Izzy is determined to win a big race with the help of her Special Olympics athlete cousin Lily. After Lily misses a training session and Izzy rejects more help, her sportsmanship is put to test. So that'll be a fun episode. After that, you got Superstition Strikes. Amelia thinks she is cursed with bad luck and is reluctant to help the Rangers, afraid that she will cause more harm. But when the monster attacks the base, she learns the truth about luck. We got fives. We got 5s all the way around. Edward Sanchez, Larry, Noah.
5s across the board, man.
A+ more phenomenal gives it an A+ rating. Tony Robinson 5. After Superstition Strikes, we got Stego Search. The warden takes away Javi's keytar. Oh man, this is a spoiler. My bad, you guys.
So yeah, dude. So he gets the keytar. Well, I mean, it's kind of a given. I mean, he got the job.
Yeah.
He said what he was going to do with the money, so it's all right.
You know what? I'm kind of like I had a keytar video game attachment from like my Rock Band game, but I'm kind of interested to see play a real keytar. Hold on, give me a second. 1 second.
Oh, keytar. See, Jezzer, you are becoming like the prince of like streaming and everything. You know, Prince can play every instrument. If you guys didn't know, that's the whole thing. Prince was able to play the drums, the guitar, the keytar, the bass, freaking that thing that goes like.
Oh, dude, that'd be
he
cool.
does it all. And here goes.
Look at that.
And here goes you, like you're like, oh, blah blah blah, the guitar. Hold on a second. And then, you know, You're
No,
just
no, no.
you're the
This
king of
is
streaming now, man.
now this is Donatello. He's got the keytar. But yeah, I'd love to try the
Yeah.
keytar out. So that one's called Stego Search. The warden takes away Javi's keytar, putting him in a bad mood, which he refuses to explain to the team. Javi is forced to open up about his problems in order to find his Zord. Oh, so it takes a while for them to find their Zords, which is cool. But honestly, dude, like I'm excited for the series. I'm honestly excited to see more of Void Knight and his storyline. So that it goes like pilot, introduction of the Sixth Ranger, and then finale. Those are like the key episodes for me when I watch Power Rangers. So I'm hoping for a fun little Sixth Ranger reveal. And yeah, dude, so far so good. 4 out of 4, like 4 out of the 4 episodes that aired have been decent and good episodes. So there's hope. There's hope. Dino Fury is going to be a fun series. What do you guys think in the chat? Liger0 says no rating since I haven't
Speaking
seen
of hope,
the show.
Robert.
Go ahead.
Very true. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Liger. But speaking of hope, Robert actually says, I do hope the Gold Ranger doesn't appear in episode 8. But if he does, I hope his identity remains a secret until episode 9. Who knows?
Ooh. I mean,
I like that.
what are the chances he already has the power, or what are the like? I feel like they're looking for the power, like when Black and Green got their power. So the Blur says a B plus so far. Oh my God, the Blur! You gave it the lowest ranking so far.
Okay. Hey, you know what? He holds it up to a standard, and that's where he wants it. I don't disagree. Go ahead and stick to your standard, man.
Do it. We need a great Sixth Ranger.
It's probably wrong, but I mean, hey, stick to it.
Yeah, we need a good Sixth Ranger intro again. Yes, we do. Freaking, what is the old Ron Wasserman? Go Gold Ranger, go! Like some hardcore, like some '90s rock music. Jalen Glover says, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. We are also sorry, but you can check this, as soon as the stream's over, you can watch the show over again, over and over. And if you guys have other Power Ranger fans that do enjoy the same content as you, be sure to send them our way because we love to grow this family." Matthew Thompson says, "So far, I am not digging it either, Blur." Oh, Matthew Thompson, we got to have a conversation. But, dude, it's going to be a growing process.
I can't believe it.
It's totally fine. I feel like definitely a lot of things that play out in a series that kind of disappoint a lot of fans is the expectations that kill them. I know with WandaVision, the finale of WandaVision kind of rubbed people the wrong way only because I feel like the fandom set their expectations too high. With a series like this...
Well, I'll...
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, that's the thing. Just like you said, WandaVision. Don't let speculation become expectation. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. As long as you just kind of allow them to simply subvert your expectations. You think this is going to happen, and then boom, something else happens. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
If it's that predictable, then you're not going to like it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is what's going to happen. And then it happens and you're like, oh, well, that's horrible. Yeah, that's the problem. So let them subvert your expectations. Don't let your expectations be exactly what's going to happen. Don't let your speculation be your expectation. So,
I think
kind of enjoy it.
For this series, I have no expectations for this series whatsoever. No expectations. Even though the Sentai footage, it's lends a lot to the series as far as visual things, how cool the suits are and the armor and the power and whatever power ups and upgrades are. Really setting the bar super low for a Power Ranger series, because I know in the past, we've expected so much more from it and got a little disappointed. So I'm just gonna set the bar low. If I somewhat enjoy an episode, I'm gonna give it some praise, and if I don't, I'll still give it some praise because like we always say, it's a show. At least this one's a show made for kids. Donnie Pearson says, at the Illuminerdi, hello, Dan, Jez, and all. Hope everyone is well this afternoon. Sorry for the delay. I just saw the new Dino Fury recently on website, 1.5 out of 2. No need to know the details, so you know what? We're not going to spoil it anymore for you guys, so you watch the episode after the stream ends so you can catch up. But you guys, Daniel, anything else to say about today's episode or the show?
I enjoyed it. Most people gave it a 5 out of 5. Donnie gave it a 10 out of 10. Sounds like it was a good episode. We only had 2 people that didn't vote for it as high, but they still gave it a B+.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says all that has to be said.
Totally
if
fine.
you haven't seen the episode,
it's totally fine. I love it. I love the differences that we have. But you guys, thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday. Hopefully we'll be back next week with the new episode. Hopefully there's some new Power Ranger news. I don't know if Joe wants to release some Power Ranger news, shake up the community a little bit, but that's all on him. So you guys tweet at him and say, hey, we need some Power Ranger juicy stuff. So let Joe know. Yeah. But you guys, thank you so much. And also, if you have friends and families that enjoy the type of content that we're creating over here at the Illuminerdi, we're building a ton of shows. We're trying to build a lot of shows, try to entice a lot more viewers to come and join the Illuminerdi team. We got, like I said, we got the Star Trek show, we got the wrestling show on Sundays. We have a huge assortment of Toku stuff. We got Super Sentai, Retro Super Sentai, we got the Ranger Wrap-Up, and we also got the Retro Ranger Wrap-Up, which is on, I think, after this, and they're going to be talking about Lightspeed Rescue. So you guys join them. Talk about Lightspeed Rescue. They're going through...
Oh, wait.
What's up?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, finish that, and then I'll tell you. We also have some other shows. Oh, we also have the kind of like comic related show. It's all connected. We break down things that are happening. Yeah, we're breaking down things within comics and like cinematic universe and as well as comic stuff. So
yes,
follow that too. We've got it all for you guys.
Yeah, we got a lot. So if there's anything you guys also want to talk about, like if I think we're trying to work in bringing an anime show back to the YouTube channel. So if you guys are into anime, we're gonna try to find you some people that love anime just as much as you do. Daniel, are you an anime fan?
I'm a little bit, but not as good as my daughter. Yeah. Maybe we'll put her on the show.
Definitely.
She knows all that stuff.
She loves anime. So you guys, thank you so much. Daniel, where can we find you on social media? And is there any future projects that you're working on that you'd love our Illuminerdi family to check out?
You can find me on Instagram, Battlestar Galactica. I'm barely using Twitter, but I'm the Illuminated BSG there. As far as projects I'm working on, just everything here on the Illuminerdi. I do have a podcast with the Illuminerdi called the Astonishing X Cast. Yeah. That's with Tony and Brandon and Joe occasionally.
Did you guys talk about
you can check that out.
mutants?
I just introduced that. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We talked about a lot of stuff that's aligning with. We talked about WandaVision, or they talked about WandaVision. Their speculations and things like that. I'll tell you this: they were right, and this was before the show ended. They were right. So we thought they talked about that. They talk about a lot of stuff, but right now they're focusing on the animated '90s series of X-Men, which is pretty interesting. Besides that, I do have a podcast with some people over there at Rat House, and it's called That's Life, where we just talk about stuff.
And that's always fun. I love podcasts. I love podcasts where you just talk about stuff. Like it's not really tied down to anything. So that's pretty cool. Check those out, you guys. Check those out. You can find me on all social media at Jezzer Zeus.
What about you?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at Jezzer Zeus. I'm trying to get back into the creative side. I do also have a podcast called the Narrow Urethra Podcast, but haven't released a new. I think the last episode I released, you were on it, Daniel. We were talking about some comedy and some social media stuff. But on that front, we have been getting some news that King of the Hill might be getting a revival, and I'm super excited about that.
Yes.
Super excited about. I've been like, there's a clip that I've been holding on to for a while, and I'm just waiting to release it because it plays in so well to it. But if you guys don't watch King of the Hill, it's fine because we talk about King of the Hill for maybe 5 minutes, and then we just talk about each other or whoever I have. Like with Daniel, we just talked. We just talked. So if you guys enjoy hearing us talk about random stuff, you could check that out too. Might be starting a gaming thing. I don't know. I've been really looking into doing like a tech channel, but I don't know yet. It's just really hard to try to brainstorm some things. But you guys, you love the content on here, and you guys are here every week, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. Be sure to support the shows after this. I think we got Star Trek and we got Retro Ranger Wrap Up. So you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing, for liking the video. Hopefully you got that bell notification going. But yeah, thank you for joining us on your Saturday, and we really, truly appreciate it. That's right. We're the Illuminerdi, and what's the catchphrase, Daniel?
Illuminerdi. I mean, you guys can go ahead and pay attention to things that are trending, or just follow us because everything we do is trending.
We make things
I forgot how
trending.
they said
We make things trending.
We make things trend.
I mean, the records are there. We make things trending. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.